So he erupted, but the white-armed goddess Hera answered not a word. Now down in the ocean sank the fiery light of day, drawing the dark night across the grain-giving earth. For the men of Troy the day went down against their will, but not the Argives. What a blessing! How they prayed for the nightfall coming on across their lines. But again, still bent on glory, Hector mustered his Trojan cohorts, pulled them back from the ships toward the river rapids, to wide open ground where they found a sector free and clear of corpses. They swung down from their chariots onto earth to hear what Hector, dear to Zeus, commanded now. He clutched a thrusting lance 11 forearms long. The bronze tip of the weapon shone before him, ringed with a golden hoop to grip the shaft. Leaning on this, the prince addressed his men. Hear me, Trojans, Dardans, all our loyal allies. I had hoped by now, once we destroyed them all the Achaeans and all their hollow ships, we might turn home to the windy heights of Troy. But night came on too soon. That's what saved them, that alone. They and their ships along the churning surf. Very well then, let us give way to the dark night, set out our supper, unyoke our full-maned teams, and pile the fodder down before their hoofs. Drive cattle out of the city, fat sheep too. Quickly bring on rations of honeyed mellow wine, and bread from the halls, and heap the firewood high. Then all night long till the breaking light of day, we keep the watchfires blazing, hundreds of fires, and the rising glare can leap and hit the skies. So the long-haired Achaeans stand no chance tonight to cut and run on the sea's broad back. Never, not without a struggle, not at their royal ease are they going to board those ships. No, no, let every last man of them lick his wounds, a memento at home, pierced by arrow or spear as he vaults aboard his decks. So the next fool will cringe at the thought of mounting hateful war against our stallion-breaking Trojans. Now let heralds dear to Zeus cry out through the streets of Troy that boys in their prime and old gray-headed men must take up posts on the towers built by the gods, in bivouac round the city. And as for our wives, each in her own hall must set big fires burning. The night watch, too, it must be kept unbroken, so no night raiders can slip inside the walls with our armies camped afield. That's our battle order, my iron-hearted Trojans, just as I command. Let the order I issue now stand firm and clear, and the stirring call to arms I sound tomorrow morning, my stallion-breaking Trojans. My hopes are rising now. I pray to Zeus and the great array of deathless gods that we will whip the Achaeans howling out of Troy and drive them off to death, those dogs of war the deadly fates drove here in their black ships. So now, for the night, we guard our own positions, but tomorrow at daybreak, armed to the hilt for battle, waken slashing war against their hollow hulls. I'll soon see if the mighty Diomedes rams me back from the ships and back against our walls, or I kill him with bronze and strip his bloody armor. Tomorrow Tydeus' son will learn his own strength, if he has the spine to stand the onrush of my spear. In the front ranks he'll sprawl, I think, torn open, a rout of his comrades down around their captain, just as the sun goes rising into dawn. If only I were as sure of immortality, ageless all my days, and I were prized as they prize Athena and Apollo, as surely as this day will bring the Argives' death. So Hector urged his armies. The Trojans roared assent. The fighters loosed their sweating teams from the yokes, tethered them by the reins, each at his own chariot. They herded cattle out of the city, fat sheep too, quickly, brought on rations of honeyed mellow wine and bread from the halls, heaped the firewood high, and up from the plain the wind swept the smoke, the sweetness and the savor swirling up the skies. And so their spirits soared as they took positions down the passageways of battle all night long, and the watchfires blazed among them, hundreds strong, as stars in the night sky glittering round the moon's brilliance blaze in all their glory when the air falls to a sudden windless calm. All the lookout peaks stand out, and the jutting cliffs and the steep ravines, and down from the high heavens burst the boundless bright air, and all the stars shine clear, and the shepherd's heart exults. So many fires burn between the ships and the Xanthus whirling rapids, set by the men of Troy bright against their walls. 1,000 fires were burning there on the plain, and beside each fire sat 50 fighting men poised in the leaping blaze, and champing oats and glistening barley, stationed by their chariots. Stallions waited for dawn to mount her glowing throne.